All right, today everyone, we're going to take a look at the Eastport area. This area is south of the Turnpike, Florida Turnpike, and will be connected over the Turnpike via the Southern Oaks Bridge, which will be multimodal, the vehicle and golf cart access. So this area is going to contain several several little villages, areas, Wellpoint, Edenfield. Wellpoint's kind of what we're flying over now, and you have Edenfield straight up ahead of us. You can't really see the outlines of these, but they are there. Oak Hollow, Green Hill Grove. I don't know if it's LaGrange or LaGrange, how they're pronouncing it. And then you'll have Lakeview and the Eastport Town Center, which we'll take a look at later. And Multi Creek, Shady Brook, which is south of Central Parkway, just to the east of Middleton. And then the Water's Edge and some things like that. So Central Parkway, I just watched some stuff on the villages, and they were talking about the reason why they named it Central Parkway and some of these areas Central Lake is because this is the center of the villages, what they own or what they're going to own, and the village's properties. So if you're familiar with this area right now, this is the southernmost area that's built up. I mean, besides Middleton's, you'll be able to see Middleton, like the school and all that stuff in this video, which I did just a couple days ago. But so they're talking about this being the center of the village's properties. So what that means is, once again, I've talked about this a bunch, is this is not even the tip of the iceberg. You're looking at probably down to Brooksville and even further. So now we're flying south. What you're seeing there is Central Lake. So Central Lake and is right in the middle of Eastport, the downtown area, if you want to call it, or the Eastport Town Center is what they're now calling them, instead of the squares, but town centers. So you're going to have Sunset Island, which is actually that little sandy area that comes out where you can go out and watch the sunsets. Right across from that, you're going to have a little boat docking area. This is the only place currently that they're building an indoor pickleball court. And this is all around that water that you see in that upper right-hand corner. They're going to have beach volleyball around here, driving range, and a teaching area for golfing, along with an executive golf course, all in this area. So right here is where you see Sunset Island, and that's kind of, I've talked about it in previous videos, it kind of looks like a little guitar shape right in the middle of the water there. I thought it was pretty neat, but that is Central Lake, and that is Sunset Island, where you'll be able to go out and watch the sunsets. If you've never been down in this area or St. Catherine area, you will see that the sunsets down here are amazing. You'll be able to see them right over the Coleman Prison, which is right across the street. But this area is going to be nice. They're going to have a lot of things here, a lot of golf, actually. And then once the Southern Oaks Bridge is done, you're going to have the ability to go fairly quickly up into the northern areas above the turnpike. And then you'll also have access off of the 470 exit, Central Parkway exit. So you can get to the airport relatively quickly and things like that. Also, Middleton and the Villages Charter School are just to the south of this. So you're going to have that whole area, which is designed for families. Right here is kind of the Oak Hollow area. And south of the Well Point area that we were flying over earlier. And to the east of this is Eden Field and La Granja. I'm just going to pronounce it La Granja because that's how you spell the restaurant, and that's how they pronounce it as well. So you're looking north here. On the other side of the turnpike, you're looking at St. Catherine and those areas. They've been moving dirt around here for quite some time, a couple years basically, and the construction hasn't started. But I would suspect as Middleton starts closing up, they're gonna start filling around the lake down there, around Central Lake and the Eastport town center. They'll be spreading out up here. You can see they're getting the infrastructure in with all the drainage and pipes, just like they always do. Lake Denham, Newell, and Dabney, once those areas are done, it's also going to give some opportunities over here. So something I found interesting, we're about to fly over, are these little clusters of, they're not dirt mounds, but they're like dug in little areas. And I'm wondering if they're testing the soil either for a certain mixture or if they're testing for like the depth, because this area was a lot of farmland. So if they're looking for depressions or sinkholes, things like that, what type of erosion is going on underneath. A lot of this area is built up, most of Florida. And then when it gets irrigated, you get some sinkholes opening up, but you can see them testing the soil here. Probably looking for something specific, and the runoff, I have no idea. I'm just guessing, so don't beat me up in the comments about that. Now that road that runs right there, north and south, goes to Central Parkway and then up to the Southern Oaks Bridge, and it will go across into the Citrus Groves, Case and Hammock, and St. Catherine areas, the Southern Oaks Bridge. And then just some closer looks here at what they got going on. A lot of digging. This is going to be quite a few golf courses in here, or that's what they had planned before. You know how they change plans fairly consistently in the villages areas. Nothing's for sure until it is built and on the property, I can tell you that. Also, you have the turnpike, which is going to be widened. They're doing a lot of construction on the turnpike. If you've been down through the Claremont area, which is just north of Orlando, I mean, they've been working on that for years. Claremont's growing, Orlando's growing, and so is Ocala, and obviously the villages. So I wouldn't doubt in the near future here, if you're seeing within the next 5-10 years, just one huge metropolitan area all the way from Ocala down to Orlando. So hopefully you enjoy the video. As always, thank you for watching. Give it a like, leave me a comment, and I will see you in the next one.